Rozzi, New Zealand has been talking about the Phillips family for 4 years, but we hardly know anything really about your family. What's the Phillips family like?
Your typical Kiwi farming family. Yep. Just dirt on the boots, hard-working, good sorts of people.
We're here to talk about your brother, Tom Phillips. What sort of person is he?
Obviously, I can only talk to what he was till 2021, but before that, and before he disappeared, was that he was a top man. He was a good brother. He's my younger brother. He's got an amazing sense of humour. He's super witty. Has deadly one-liners. Loves his music. Loves his kids. Loves his family. Loves his deer stalking. And amazing with his hands. Amazing builder. He was a fencer for a long time, and he's just very clever. He was always super clever as a young kid and enterprising.
Have you had any contact with your brother, Rozzi, since he disappeared?
No, I haven't. No. I emailed, texted, tried to call his phone for a few months following his disappearance. Variety of messages. Nice and not so nice, and finally gave up because while I was sending messages, I never got any replies.
Why are you talking now after being quiet for 4 years?
In the hope that just maybe he's going to see this, and maybe he's going to get to see that he can come home and that we are here for him, and it might just be okay.
So what do you want to say to him?
There's a lot of love, and there's a lot of support. And we're ready to help you walk through what you need to walk through. I miss you. And I miss being part of your life. And I really want to see you and the kids and be part of your lives again. You're very special to me. You're my friend, as well as my brother. And I love you, and it's okay. I want to see you again. I really want to see you again.
What do you want to say to Jayda, Maverick and Ember?
I'm proud to be your auntie. I took a lot of joy in being a part of your lives. And I'd love to see you again and be part of your lives again. And know for myself that all is truly well in your world.
Your mum has wanted you to do this.
Yep.
And she's got a note that she wants you to read to Tom.
Yep.
So these words are from
a mother's heart, just to her son. Yep. Tom, I feel really sad that you thought you had to do this, not considering how much we love you and can support you. It hurts every time I see photos of the children and of you and see some of your stuff that is still here, thinking what could have been if you had not gone away. Jayda, Maverick and Ember, I love you so much and really miss being part of your lives. Every day I wake up and hope that today will be the day that you all come home.
Describe Jayda.
She's gorgeous. Yep, she's full on and spirited.
And Maverick?
Mav's a quiet one. He's a clever little guy. Loved doing his homework and his reading his books.
And then the little one, Ember.
Ember's absolutely adorable. She's just absolutely gorgeous. And there's no day that goes by that I don't think about all four of them.
You keep Christmas presents for the kids.
Yeah. And every year, every Christmas, I pull them out of their place and I put them under my tree.
What sort of bushman was your brother Tom?
Obviously pretty good if he can be doing what he's doing for this long. We did a lot of pig hunting growing up, all of us as kids with Dad in the native bush. And then Tom also, when he was away at boarding school, did part of his education. There was 6 months outdoor survival skills program. I've done a bit of deer hunting with him, and he's just, very aware of all of his surroundings and everything that's going on and what plants are good to eat. He was eating watercress out of the creeks that we were crossing, that kind of stuff. And I think kawa.
Do you worry about the kids out in the bush, whether they're warm, these sorts of things?
The hard thing about not knowing is that we don't know how good of a nest or hut he's got, but we do know that he is capable of and is a good builder, and I don't believe that he would have the children suffering.
Do you think he's been helped?
Part of me hopes he is being helped so that he has people can rely on to help him. But at the same time, I'll be very angry with anyone that is helping him and not telling us how they're doing.
He has been accused of an armed robbery. Is that something you ever expected to potentially see from your brother?
No.
And in terms of the challenges when he comes back, that's the kind of thing that he'll have to face, isn't it?
Yep.
But you're saying to him you're prepared to help him face these sorts of challenges.
Yep. He's family. We're family. He's still my brother.
Why has he done this, Rozzi?
I would like to go into details about the background of a few things, but at the moment the matter's before the courts. That's not possible. I would like New Zealand to know that when he left in December 2021 with his 3 children, he did have legal day-to-day care of those 3 children.
And it's also publicly on the record with New Zealand Police that custody now sits with Oranga Tamariki, and they have made arrangements for if and when the children are located as to where they will go. Without going into detail for legal reasons, but is that something that will be motivating Tom to stay in the bush? The fact that the kids are going to go into state care when they come back?
I would imagine so, yes. Yep.
Would you be prepared to help the police, to help Oranga Tamariki, to help the authorities broker some kind of deal if it was at all possible? Would you try and help some sort of negotiated return?
Yeah, we have cooperated with the police, and I've offered to help where I can if there was an opportunity to help. Absolutely.
What would it be like to see them all again?
Yeah, it'd be amazing. It'd be very, very special.
And what would you say to your brother?
I don't know if I'd hug him first or kick him first. But I love you would definitely be one of the first things.
If I was trying to hide from somebody, this is the kind of place that I'd be doing it. He's the hide and seek champion of New Zealand. 3 years running.
Kia ora.
How's it going?
Yeah, good.
Tony?
Yeah, g'day, mate.
How's it going, Tony? I'm Nam. Shall we get into it?
Yeah.
Sweet. How are you feeling about camping in there overnight?
I'm a bit nervous. I haven't done this since I was a Boy Scout. So what can I expect in there, do you reckon?
It's quite gnarly in this area, eh? If you're out here a couple of k's and you fall into a hole, that might be it for you, you know? Hopefully we can find some dry wood, otherwise she's going to be a cold night.
Yeah. So do you reckon after almost 4 years, Tom Phillips and the kids could still be out here somewhere in this bush?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, probably living good too. There's food resources here, relatively abundant. It's just how strong is your will to survive, I suppose, eh? How would this do for a place to spend the night?
Yeah, man, under the stars is perfect.
I was watching you, I was thinking, man, that job blows.
How hard is it to survive in winter in the New Zealand bush?
I don't think hard is the word. Wet might be the word. The challenge is then not as hard to survive, but as in a physical sense, but it's as hard to survive mentally, because no one wants to be sleeping in the rain. I mean, if you've got a good shelter established, which I assume that that family has, then you'll be fine. Yeah, that's a nice fire.
What do you love about being out here?
I love the peace and quiet, just the freedom, you know. I feel like you can leave all of your life behind just momentarily, put down all your responsibilities, come out here and just be present with your surroundings, you know. Oh, cheers, mate.
Cheers. What do you think about Tom Phillips going bush with his kids?
Myself personally, I probably think there's potentially more danger outside living in the city and stuff than there is out here.
I guess the people would say the kids should be in school.
Definitely they're missing out, eh? They're missing out.
I've always wondered whether the police could use thermal imaging to try and find them. I've actually brought a thermal imaging camera with me, so do you reckon we should have a bit of a game of hide and seek?
You go and hide and I'll find you.
All right.
How's about that? I used to have a thermal scope mounted to my gun, and oh man, the technology is just unreal. But they are better used in an open area because it's a heat detection device, you know. It's not an X-ray machine. We got you at 15 metres there, Tony. What are you doing? Are you taking a leak? Righto. My view probably is 50, 60 metres and currently not picking anything up. It's crazy thick in here. Man, he's real good at this. There, look, there's something there. Oh look, it's a rat running up the tree. I think that's Tony there. Found you. Mean to say, Tony, if I was looking for you and you were a wanted man, I'd say you would have kept yourself pretty well hidden.
Do you reckon Tom and the kids are sitting around a fire just like this, maybe a couple of ridges over, or are they sitting inside a house in front of the fireplace laughing at us?
What do you reckon? He might be at home watching the rugby, eh?
Yeah. Don't think I've ever slept in the bush with no cover before, just the tree canopy. A little bit nervous about how it's going to go. It's getting down to 4 degrees tonight, but I think I've got enough layers on to keep me fine. I just hope some rats don't crawl over my face during the night. And I reckon like Tom and that, on nights like this, they probably quite enjoy it. It's good, but as soon as the wind and the rain comes up, that's when it starts getting miserable. Hey, Nat.
Hey, morning, Tony. How are you feeling this morning?
That was cold as. Yeah. From about 3 a.m. the wind came up, just got into all the nooks and crannies and freezing. I actually had a dream that I walked a little bit down that way and found a house with a heat pump.
No visits from any rats last night, eh?
No, I didn't hear anything. I actually just really hope those kids aren't out here all the time, you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, 4 years out here in this, that would be pretty brutal.
Yeah, I agree, but I think you did all right. How do you think you did in this overnight
Well,
stay?
I'm a bit of a city slicker. I'm no Tom Phillips, eh? And one night, probably my limit.
I could tell you I'd live out here for the rest of my life, but taking everything into account, I'm married, I've got a daughter, you know, I want them to get the most out of life. As much as I love the outdoors and all that it has to offer, it's not everything, eh?
Tonight we are investigating the disappearance of Tom Phillips, who took his 3 kids into the bush 4 years ago and is still out there. And now it is time to go behind the issue. All right, as of today, Jayda is 12 years old, Maverick has turned 10 years old, and Ember is now 9 years old. And police have said publicly that Tom's motive for his disappearance has to do with the custody of his 3 kids. It is, quote, a custody issue, end quote. Now, it is important to note here that the family court matters involving children cannot be reported on. Once something is in family court, it is suppressed, and there is a lot in this case that can't be talked about. And here is the kid's mum, Catherine. Now, her kids are now 4 years older than when she last saw them. We approached her through one of her older children, and she did not want to be involved in this show, but she has previously said, quote, I just want them to come back. They need to be home. They don't belong out there. I had faith in our system, and I feel like such a fool now. It has failed my children. And this is important. In May 2023, there was a bank robbery, and witnesses have said a shot was fired during the escape, and it is alleged that Tom was involved. Now, since Tom disappeared into the bush, custody has changed. According to the police, the kids are now officially under the custody of Oranga Tamariki. And in my interview, Rozzi said this is a key reason why Tom Phillips is staying bush. Now, aggravated robbery carries a maximum sentence of 14 years in jail, and if proven, Tom Phillips will likely have to do time. This and the custody issue are, of course, the challenges that Rozzi has promised to help him face. Now, Rozzi was open to the idea of some kind of deal, and given Tom's motive is the custody issue, maybe, just maybe, this could involve assurances about the kids. Maybe it could even involve an independent negotiator coming in and working between the different sides. And this is the last known sighting of Tom Phillips and the kids, just north of Marokopa, 10 months ago. So where are they now? And what do locals there think? Well, Tony Warlow, went there to find out.
Four years ago, most Kiwis had never heard of Marokopa, home to just 42 residents and a haven for whitebaiting, fishing, hunting and farming. Never tire of coming into this beautiful location. I think the locals probably tire of seeing me a bit, but yeah, it's sort of become the centre of a worldwide story, really.
This is home to us, and honestly, it's beautiful. We love the place.
And when you go out other places now and mention that you're from Marokopa, do
That's
people...
the first thing people ask is, do we know where he is?
So what do you make of all this Tom Phillips business and what the attention that it's brought down on the town?
You know, it's horrible.
And did police initially make people feel a little bit like they were helping him somehow maybe, or, you know, hiding him?
Well, that's the impression I get, is that we're all hiding him, you know. I mean, you come back from town and you get stopped and searched. You go into town, you get stopped and searched. Yeah, it makes you feel like a criminal for hiding him. And that's not actually what I think anybody's doing. They just don't know where he is.
Local hunters haven't seen him in the bush either.
The bros have been over the river hunting many times over these years, 3 years plus, and they've never come across Tom Phillips. They've never sighted any of it, never come across any clothing or anything. Only pigs.
Tom Phillips wasn't actually living in Marokopa when he first went missing, abandoning his car on a nearby beach. He was living an hour away, here in Oturahanga. I stopped for a cuppa and got chatting to Heather and Murray Lowenthal. And do you know the Phillips family?
Yes, we do. Yes, quite well. I'm concerned for the kids, really. Hate to think what might have happened to them and the fact that they haven't had any education during that time.
They say it's time for him to bring the kids home.
Well, yes, because, you know, the children are cousins to our great-grandchildren. And it's had to affect them in some big way.
Is it frustrating? Like, why can't
Absolutely.
they find them out there in the bush?
They're cunning. They've got to have some help, I reckon.
Yeah, it's incredible that it's lasted so long, really.
An hour north of Marokopa is the remote settlement of Timaika. It's a place the police have searched. Oyster farmer Alan Nicholson knows the area well.
We've got the tide running on the right direction.
He's taking us across the Kawhia harbour on his barge.
It's a spot for the summer visitors to come. And you've seen their batches, that's their palaces.
Timaika is so isolated. There are no roads in, no permanent residents, and the only way to get here is by boat, or possibly on foot.
Once they're in that scrub there, that pretty well joins up with Marokopa bush.
I feel quite privileged to come here. It's not a place that many New Zealanders have seen, I can tell you. It's a really remote little bay, cute old-style Kiwi batches right on the water. It's like a trip back in time, and a perfect place for Tom and the kids to hide out for a while if they wanted to. Hello? Anybody home? Hello? Anyone in there? I tell you what, I reckon that's this perfect spot here. We've got sleeping bags, bed rolls, there's a little kitchen, a few supplies, bits and pieces. Looks like someone's actually been camping out in there. Police came here a few months ago and searched these places, didn't find anything, but who's to say Tom and that weren't here for a while and then moved on.
They put up a reward, $80,000, and they didn't find it. A little bit fascinated how his determination, it just keeps him out there, really. It's a long time.